Hi everyone. So we're doing something a bit different today. Today it's just going to be me. In case you haven't noticed, I've just turned 21. So today what I'm going to be talking about is 21 things that I've learned by the age of 21. Okay, so firstly, read books. Reading has become such an essential part of my life recently, and it's only by reading books do you really start to understand why. Think of each book as all the years of someone's knowledge that they've condensed into one simple format. So in reading that, you're gaining all of their knowledge. The second thing to do is write down all of your ideas. It doesn't matter how stupid they seem. Anytime you have an idea, write it down on your phone, and then you always have it, and you can always come back to it. The third thing is ask yourself what your greatest achievement was. So honestly, sit back and think about everything you've achieved. You may be overwhelmed and you may be underwhelmed, but if there wasn't something that you're particularly proud of, now's the time to start, and now you know that. Next is don't take life advice from people who don't have the life that you want. Whether it's your parents, your teachers, your friends, don't let them tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing when them themselves are not living a life that you're aspiring to have. Instead, listen to people who have got the things that you want in the future. In the similar vein, don't feel like you have to go to university. Yes, there are professions that need a university degree, such as law or medicine, but the majority of the skills that you learn from university you could also learn on your own. So just take some time, think about what you actually want to do, on whether or not a degree is the right thing for you. If not, there are always many other options. I really wish that somebody told me this. Another thing is don't worry about what people from your school think of you after you graduate. If you're never planning on seeing them ever again, then it really doesn't matter what they think, and just go and do whatever it is you want to do. Something a bit different, open a long-term saving account. Yes, you can spend money while you're young, but just put a little bit away, trust me, because in the future, you're going to need that. Me personally, I put it in an investment portfolio in Vanguard, and I know roughly when I'm 45, the money that I've been saving is going to give me the financial freedom to do whatever I want. Moving on, think about what job you'd want to do if any job in the world could exist. It doesn't matter if it's not real, what would you want to do? The thing is that the market is changing so much and technology is growing so fast that many things which you would not be able to do now are going to be a possibility 10 years in the future. Now on well-being, I highly recommend getting in a relationship if you can by the age of 21, because I think it's something that will mature you greatly and it will make you figure out what your goals really are, because even if you're career orientated, you may realize that there's more things to life and that maybe falling in love is one of those things. Here's another. Don't be hard on yourself when you're having a bad day. It's days like these that you need to be on your own team the most, and more often than not, we're not very supportive of ourselves, even when we know that we need the extra help. If you're feeling delicate or down, don't beat yourself up, cut yourself some slack and take a rest. Also, don't waste your time hating anyone. It's not worth it, and the energy that you spend is never going to be a reward at the other end of it. If there's someone you dislike, don't give them the time of day. Don't let them get on your nerves, don't let them hurt your feelings. And opposite to that, always try and be nice to everyone. Make sure people are included in the group. Make sure people feel like they're being heard. Offer help if people need it. This in itself is very rewarding, but also it means there's going to be people there for you when you need the help. Something I highly suggest to everyone is living in another country on your own at least once. I'll tell you a quick story. So I moved to Spain when I was 18 years old. I didn't know the language, I didn't know anybody in the country, and it was my first time living alone. But as scary as that sounds, it was a fantastic experience, and it helped me get out of my shell, and it made me feel more confident in myself that I could do anything and greatly improve my independence. Another is try and do as many ridiculous things as you can. You're only going to be young once, and if you screw up, there's not a lot of risk at this age. At 21, most people don't have a family, they don't have their own house they have to pay for, and so even if you fail at something, you can always come back from it. You've got so much time. Something productive that helps me each morning is to always tidy my room at the start of the day. It just sets the right precedent for being productive, and it's a small accomplishment that I can do that psychologically puts me in a positive mood each day. Next, and this one's a bit scary, but if you want something, ask for it. And I mean, do this with anything and ask anyone. Whether you want a new promotion, whether you need help from someone. We don't know whether they're going to say yes, but we do know if you don't ask, you're not going to get it. When you have an idea or something you want to make or do, don't try and wait until you have the best version you possibly have before releasing it. Instead, make a very simple, terrible version that you can do, and then build of that foundation and make it better and better and better each time. If you do it 100 times, you'll slowly get better. If you do it once, it will take forever and most likely you'll never complete it. On that note, just start now. Whatever it is that you want to do it now. You can't keep holding it off for later because it will never come. And I've learned this myself. If you just start now, you've already done the hardest part. Taking that first step gets you a lot further than you think. Another thing, if it takes less than 5 minutes, again, do it straight away. Whether that's cleaning the dishes, writing up some class notes. If it's easy and quick, do it, get out of the way, and it helps free up more time in the future. Something I really stand by is learning a skill that you didn't think you'd be able to do. Try something new just for a bit of fun, and if you succeed in it, it can only raise your confidence in yourself. And lastly, I'm going to end with this quote. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Meaning, if you want to be a better person, you're going to have to change yourself. You can't just keep wanting something but not doing anything in response. Okay, that's my 21 tips from being 21, and I hope you enjoyed that. This was just something a little bit different, but thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.